Hey, good morning, everyone. This is Diana Scott from Blue Castle IT Solutions, reaching out today with a video on the remote from home topic. Real quick, if you're a small business owner or C-level executive and you want a free assessment of your remote from home IT infrastructure, that environment, please head over to go.bluecastlet.com. We'd love to talk to you. So today I'm going to talk about having a proper file sharing, file hosting solution in place. We're now towards the end of April. A lot of companies have already transitioned to some kind of remote from home, whether it's all employees or some employees. And we've been through what I would call the functional phase of the remote from home setup, which means you've got your employees working from home and it's functionally working. You are getting the work done for your business that you need to get done. But the next phase or the next shift of focus, once you get to that functional place, is to think about security. And then once you're sure that everything is secure, you move on to efficiency. So you're going to sort of steadily progress from it's functionally working to it's functionally working and secure. And it's functionally working secure and it's efficient. We're actually able to do our business in a way that is operationally efficient, because that's how we typically make our money, make our margins. So when thinking of file hosting, functional way to do it, there's a lot of functional ways to get away with that when it comes to IT. You can have your users maybe emailing each other back and forth their files. You could, shove it on a flash drive and mail it to one another. I don't think that's efficient, but the point is there's a lot of ways that you can do it and it will functionally work. The problem is not every way that you can imagine sharing files amongst your employees might be secure. It might not be efficient. I wish I could just sit here and say, oh, buy this product or move to this platform and you'll be all set. And there are a lot of platforms out there. Unfortunately, and this might be a theme across all our videos, there's no one-size-fits-all answer for every business. Every business has different concerns and different considerations when we talk about how you function on an operational level. So the best thing to do is to hopefully glean some information from videos like myself, read resources online, and if necessary, and I certainly would advise it, reach out to a company like Blue Castle IT or an IT consultant provider of some kind, and ask for assistance and advice, consulting, information on what might be the best solution for your business, because there's no one-size-fits-all answer. But there are some things to consider, and I'll throw this out in this video. First is you have to think about protecting your data. Okay, so if all your data is out there on various computers that your employees own, or maybe even computers you supply to your employees for them to use when they work from home, how is that information getting backed up? Is it getting backed up whatsoever? Something to think about, because you should have a backup of your data. The last thing you want to encounter is someone brings a computer home, it has really important, sensitive company information, and through whatever circumstances, maybe employee related, like a cup of coffee gets spilt on the laptop, or something that's just incidental, the hard drive happens to crash. If there's no backup of that data, what kind of position are you going to find yourself in? And I think that's an important question to ask. Next thing to think about is protecting your data from having your users protect their data from themselves. And again, that kind of goes in that same thing where users are now a little bit more responsible for what's going on because they're at home, they're on their network. Is their work solution from home secure? Do they have antivirus? Is their network secure? Do they have you provided with them a home remote worker firewall or some kind of network protection? Are they using their own internet service that they're paying for, but you have no clue what kind of protection might be on that network? You never really know, what your home user environment is going to be like until you ask, until you find out, until you set standards for your organization that say, hey, this is the standard of what our employees need to meet when they're dealing with our sensitive company data from a home environment. And last thing I just want to bring up is you have to learn how to protect your data from your users. Now, in most cases, we hope that the people that we employ are going to be good workers, trustworthy, and be with us for forever, working for our companies. Unfortunately, in reality, sometimes people move on to new positions. Sometimes people leave in less than ideal circumstances. And you have to ask yourself, and it's just the work you have to do up front, which is to ask yourself, okay, if this person were to, leave our company in an unexpected fashion, or we have to let this person go with very little notice, where is our data? Is it on their computer that they have at their house? Is this something we could remotely wipe and take away from them so that once they're no longer an employee, they don't have access to what they shouldn't have access to? If you haven't thought through some scenarios like that, you're probably to some degree rolling the dice on what could happen, and you're just sort of making an assumption that you'll never have to deal with a scenario like that. I wish that was the case, but as many other business owners, myself can tell you, there's just going to be times when personnel changes are necessary, and you have to think about how to protect your data in those scenarios. So any sort of assessment or decision on a file sharing, file hosting setup should be taking in these three considerations. I'll just say them again. You want to protect your data. You want to protect your users' data from themselves, from the users themselves, and you want to protect your data from your users. And any sort of file sharing, file hosting platform that you're going to use should be decided using all of these facets of consideration. So just to wrap up here, this is Diana with Blue Castle IT Solutions, and certainly if this kind of subject matter is of interest to you, or you find yourself with more questions than you had when you started this video, please reach out to us. go.bluecastlet.com. Head on over there and shoot us an email, and we will get back to you as soon as possible. All right, thanks.